Hey guys! Oh, hey! Oh my god, Fred. You want to say hi? Yeah. Seems like you already. Seems like you got. Seems like you're already ready to take over. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Everybody's just surrounding me while I'm streaming. Thumbelina's on one side, Duncan's on the other, and Fred's on top of my shoulder area. So hey, how's it going? Oh my goodness, Fred. Fred, you want to say hi? No. Okay, let's get. He's usually a lot super calm. How have you guys been? Fred, quit taking Duncan's treats. Duncan. No, this is for Duncan. Okay, this one's for Thumbelina. So tell me, guys, how are you? Oh, ow. I I can't give you more treats. No, no, this isn't this isn't the normal treats. This is to make sure you are quiet. It's his calming traits. But anyways, Andy, welcome to the stream. Hey, I'm ready for the rant. I do have a lot of things I will rant about. There is a lot of things that I did not like about season two. There's things I did love about season two, and there's some in betweens that just made me irritated. Hopefully, Fred, you'll be more calm. You'll be more calm. Will you be calm for mom? Nope. Tell him to support the channel. I'm not gonna tell him to do that right now. I'm not putting out too much content right now. Okay. Okay, Duncan, say hi. Hello? That's the closest you'll get from Duncan. Anyways. Oh, Keen Keenest Fox, welcome to the stream. Hello there. Karen Garcia, welcome. Hi there, Dazzling Kate. How's your day been and your Thanksgiving? My day's been my day's been really good. I've actually been more relaxed and I've been staying hydrated myself. It's not fun going through like the holidays and grieving and such. It's been a pain in the butt for me emotionally and mentally. I have been trying to work more on the videos, so you will be seeing a lot more videos in December. Like I'm not gonna try and rush too many videos because I realize some of them have been kind of clunky with some of the mic sounds. So I will apologize about that right now because some of that's gonna have to be edited. It's gonna probably be delayed till January or even February with some of them because some are like almost an hour long and I'm like, oh shit. This is gonna probably be a two-parter thing. So yeah, I'm dividing the scripts up, and it's been a hell of a process. It has been keeping me a little occupied. Okay, just got home from work and about to chill before seeing Zootopia. Oh, the second movie, right? Or the first one, whichever is cool. I'm sure like the sequel will be a lot better. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna take a sippy sip. Okay, I will say I like season two more than season one of Hazbin Hotel, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that I feel like season two got more right than what the first season did. Also, if it sounds like I'm sick, it's mostly because I'm still kind of got a clogged nose ish. It's mostly allergies when everything is changing around this time. It's like super hard. Fred, you want to sit in my lap? No, he just wants his fishy crackers. Dustin Dollies, welcome to the stream. How have you been? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys my screen. because I'm going to be working on artwork in the background. That's good, Duster Dollies. Oh yeah, the second movie I've been looking forward to a sequel for years, and a movie I've been anticipating for this year. That's good. Hopefully, Fred will be able to be quiet. If not, then you're probably going to hear him every few minutes or seconds, depending on how well he. You want to get? You want to go over here? Let me just go get it. Okay. Charlie was the absolute worst character in season two, and to me, they nerved Lucifer. Okay. Where should I start for this? Should I go straight into the things I didn't like, or should I go straight into the songs or the plots? I am not too sure yet. It's been a while since I've done this. Let me set up my computer a little bit to become a drawing screen. And I'm gonna say this right now. Charlie was definitely a pain in the ass to watch in this season. And my main reason is because okay, summarize it first. Got good plan. I like that. Oh yeah, Bumblebee said my only problem with season two is that they wasted Lute's revenge arc and just did nothing for her until like season three or four. Other than that, everything else felt like a nonsense lesbian fan. Oh my god. Uh, I will say this. I loved Lute's song Gravity. That was brilliant. That was perfection. I liked how balanced it was. But yeah, that's what really felt odd to me was that they basically was like, yeah, let's just let's just have her not have much of a vocal point and just be in the background saying, guys, we gotta try and do the extermination. Extermination. Like the best way I can summarize everything is a little doodle. Let me do that right now. Let me get the background to be white. And I'm just gonna draw everything in a cartoonish doodle to kind of explain what happened. So we got a lot of focus on the V's, and oh my god, I will say this: I loved a lot of Vox's songs. That Brighter has been my repeating song every single day, and I feel guilty about saying that, but I'm also like, no, I'm not sorry because I'm just like they really went all out for his songs, and it kind of felt a little insulting because then it's like, well, 80% of the songs are mostly Vox or the V's, while the rest of the 20% is just everybody else. And I'm not saying like it didn't improve what was improved from season one. Season one, I kind of felt like it was balanced in that way, but I will tell you this: it was just bad. It was like the plot bad, really bad, all over the place. Oh god, I can't even draw Vox. Oh fuck. I'll just I'll do this. Yeah, I'll just draw the Nickelodeon Nick Jr. Sorry. Oh god. Like 90, like I said, 80% of the songs were the V's, and everybody else is just like, yeah, no, no, no. Wait, let me just. Sorry, I just keep thinking about it, and I'm like, oh my god. Okay. Again, guys, it's been a while since I've actually drawn the characters. So yeah, mm, yeah. This is just based off of what I remember. Don't take it seriously, guys. It's I made a derp face. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Just a really quick doodle. Sorry. We got everything going great for them, and it's just like Charlie just kind of sucked. Charlie just really sucked in this season. And especially towards the end, it's just like, we gotta go save my dad. At the end, don't go down there. It's just a place of pain. And she's just like, cricket noises. But okay, let me sum it up. Let me sum it up. Oh god, I feel like let me take another sippy sip before I sum it up because oh my god. Okay. Nah, sorry, Charlie. And Charlie was my favorite character in season one. In this, it's Vox. Vox is my favorite character in season two. And I feel like that's kind of weird because I was like, in the first season, I kind of just didn't care for Vox. Yeah, his song with Alistair was kind of fun, but I was like, eh. But this, it was just like, oh, new character information. Oh, wow. Here's more information. Did we get anywhere near the plot? And it's just, no, 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 no. Oh, this is the best way to describe like season season two. It's like Fox. Then we have the loot storyline, and then it goes back to Charlie. Okay, so the huge plot hole is the fact that they. Okay, let's rewind back to season one, episode one. Guess where Charlie goes the first time she gets into a meeting with Heaven? To like that meeting room. Why didn't everybody like here's the thing. Here's the thing. Why didn't anyone think, oh, let's just bring Lucifer, Charlie, like we got to meet up with them because we got to figure out what exactly happened instead of just guessing what happened. And like it can kind of be like explain season two, like one to like anyone who's new, like in a meeting, a little meeting, and it's just like you just you could just have Charlie like explaining everything to Sarah and like the speaker of God. Like you can't be telling me the speaker of God isn't going to go to that meeting room or at least projecting herself just like Adam did in his first episode. Like you can't tell me they can't do that for this. eh, Come on. Come on. And it would have made sense instead of Emily at the end of episode one being like, oh my god, Serpentius was redeemed. Like, episode one and two could have just been one full hour episode if they really, really wanted to do something heavy like that. A 1 hour episode. I know that's a little bit tedious. As that's as long as a movie, but if they just Mm, it pisses me off because this can easily be could have been just one episode that was just an hour long. Everyone would have stayed in their seats, repeatedly watched it for anything that might have been missed because it didn't make any sense to me that, oh yeah, episode two, we're already like 1/4 of the way through this season and we barely get any time with the other characters or any build up from the past season. It, mm, mm. Okay, okay. Let me read what we got so far for everyone's comments. Okay. I can still tolerate Charlie. I get she's excited redemption is possible, but every time Baggy kept warning her about a trap or how everything will go, she ignores it. That's my issues with her. Exactly. That was very cringe to watch. Like, you're telling me you it willingly invited Vox and Velvet, two people you know, especially in the sense that Angel Dust doesn't like them because of their connection to Valentino. And what makes it worse is what happens later in the season. But I will get to that when I get to that. Okay. Yeah, there's just a lot there to work with. Bumblebee said, but I did enjoy much of Alistair's been getting some anime fight cliche with Vox, though I can give him that. But I honestly care for Lute and Adam, and also that Zach Hadel from Smiling Friends cameo. Vox is the best villain in my opinion, and my favorite song was Gravity. Same, same. Do you think Chaggy was better this season? I liked Easy, but I felt like Baggy's arc this season was kind of like lackluster. Yeah, it was like it was super bad. And when it finally got to her character arc of changing her name, everyone testing out the name. Guess what? It's just Vaggy. I mean Vaggy. It's just the same name we've been calling her. So not having it be Vagatha, I'm still kind of bitter about that. I'm still kind of bitter. That would have made such a good thing. And like the Patreons in the hotel can call her Vagatha if they want to, or Miss Vagatha. But Charlie and the rest of the gang can call her Baggy. Like easy peasy thing. Easy peasy thing. And then for each thing, it just doesn't really focus much on the whole like that sounds weird considering we have Charlie running around in circles trying to make this work. And it doesn't. It doesn't. It's I was getting a headache watching that episode, really. It was annoying. And I really wish I could say, oh, they did good with developing the interactions. Like, Charlie is so focused on proving that redemption is possible that she doesn't pay attention to her actual Patreons that, especially the rooster guy, Rudy? Was his name Rudy? Like, I know that's such a forgettable name, but I think he was kind of my favorite background character because we did just like you got to be really thinking hard that he didn't really fall for any of the Vox Tech stuff, or he just really honestly wanted a place to stay at where he was just treated as a normal person and not so much a villain of some kind. Yeah, he's in hell, but I think that was kind of nice to have this one Patreon we see in the background, and I gotta admit, he was like I kind of wanted that like him to be more involved in the plan. I don't know. It would have made sense to kind of show that like a lot of character arcs, including like interactions with the rest of the cast for these like people they're trying to help redeem. It would have been more interesting to just focus on that than running around in circles trying to prove it. Like they could have just done a lot of research or something, or communicate with, Sarah and Emily who are trying to figure that shit out too. Or maybe the speaker of God, like, You're telling me you don't know how this person was redeemed? You can't tell me that. You just can't. It's confusifying. I'll continue. Wait, I'm gonna take another sippy sip. Okay. I only care for Adam and Loot, and all of a sudden they're the bad guys. Yeah, the V's suddenly being the bad guys was surprising a little bit, but it kind of made sense. But I wish they had planned that a little better for season one. I don't know. It in the way that Vivian had mentioned that the ending with Lilith was supposed to be in season two's finale instead really puts me off a little bit. Think about it this way: you already know the series is going to do well. Like, look at the fan base behind it. It's it's very infectious. I know I'm using the word infectious, but hear me out. The way that we have like writers and such and these big names of actors, you can't be telling me nobody's going to watch that. And they could have just figured out how to use the V's a little bit more selectively in season one. Yeah, we had a few moments with Valentino, but I kind of wish Fox was kind of just hidden in the background and wasn't just like able to just who I just wish he was in the background and nobody saw his face until the very end. I think that would have been an amazing season finale after moment instead of Lilith. Like we have, we just see Velvet and like Valentino doing their usual thing, and at the very end, they like when it's been shown that Adam is dead and that everything has been leading up to this moment for Vox to be like, okay, let's make, let's start step two, that kind of thing. Like we finally see him where we're like, holy shit, it's Vox, this brand new character, and then we can focus entirely on Vox and this. You get what I mean? Like it was really good. Like "Stayed Gone" was a really good song, but if they had really wanted to go with something to kind of build up the hype a little bit more for the direction of season two, maybe that's just me being very picky. But with the way that Lilith was just kind of taking up screen time in season, like just for a few moments, few seconds, I kind of wish they didn't do that and just went with the original plan of keeping her as like the season two finale thing. That way, it would have made sense for her to be a part of season three a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe that's again selectivity there. Okay, Alistair did more than Charlie this season. He was stuck to a chair. Oh my god, you are absolutely right. You are very very right. Like the fact that Alistair was just in a chair. Like this is good ideas for what you should like what people should do more in their stories or like plots or something of the sorts of just doing a kidnapping in general or sorry, a bug got into my face. Phew. That's something I wish a lot of people could do more with. That hey, this character can actually do something while kidnapped, and he was kidnapped willingly, so he already knew what he was doing. And Charlie's just like, well, we gotta keep doing some other shit. And then the fact that in Easy, she's just like, we gotta get our friends back together, and I'm like, bitch, you didn't even try to get Alistair. Like, yeah, he could have. She could have just ran into, like, ran in and just grab him or something. But no, it's like we don't get a reason why. It would make sense if she knew Alistair had a deal going on with Vox in a way. Maybe like she could have been like, oh, him giving her a knowing nod. I don't know. Maybe that again, that's just me being very focused on the elements there because she barely knows what's going on here and there. Okay, you know the meme where the person is celebrating that he came in last place? That's what Charlie and Alistair felt like to me. An episode premiere. Ah. Was everyone surprised to know that Alistair made a deal with Rosie and owned his soul? I thought he made a deal with either Lilith or Rue. I kind of knew when that leak came out that I was like, oh, okay, guess this is where season two is going. Because I can't help but checking out those leaks. They're always interesting to see. Okay, let's continue. Charlie is giving everyone, including Baggy, by ignoring them because she has mommy issues for not answering her phone calls. I can agree to that. Just find it funny that they casted one of the lead singers from a Fallout Boy as able that was pretty good. Let's be real, that was pretty good. What do you think of Alistair's backstory? I thought it was kind of stupid. I really wish they had expanded upon his backstory just a tad bit more because we don't know why precisely, other than him wanting to have all the power in hell or being the most powerful sinner in hell. It's just kind of like, well, whatever. I just want to be super powerful. Okay, so anything that ever happened to you? No. It would have been good if they had done sort of a song going back to his past. So we at least got a song for Vox, but we didn't get a song for Alistair to kind of going into his past. I'm just saying it would have been a very fun way to learn more about him. Even if there was like some background thing to kind of show that there's an alternative reason for why Alistair is doing this to begin with. Yeah. I wish it was Bagatha as a reference to Penchus in the pilot. Vaggie without the E was so lame. Agreed. This season didn't seem too fast paced like last time. It really kind of went super slow for me. Like everything was rushed plot wise, but it felt like there was so much focus in other elements. Like I was telling my sister, she and I watched the show, and she told me that it's better if it had been 12 or 16 episodes, and I have to agree. This series needs to kind of be a 12 to 16 episode per season thing because there's so many other plot holes going on, and especially the disappointment that Angel Dust was the one spilling information to the V's. Like that just kind of felt like a um problem there. So we could have been giving hints about this in the previous season. Maybe there was. Maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention to it. But it just kind of felt like out of nowhere that, oh, it was Angel Dust all along who was like not even like freaking Baxter, like the new guy who just came in, or any new tenant who could have been like, oh yeah, give me more information about the hotel or about this or that. No, no, they just kind of were like, we'll just make it Angel Dust because reasons. Okay, so let's continue. Oh wait, I'm gonna take a sippy sip. But let me know what your guys' favorite moment or at least favorite song was this season. I just kind of want to get a big sip right now, so give me a moment. All right. And appreciate we're getting flashbacks and more information on some of these characters. Although Alistair's was the weakest, but it's something. Hail Vox Populi, the people's voice. Yeah. Okay. Bumblebee. Other than that, I hated the ending. Felt like a My Little Pony Rainbow Rock ripoff. That's what my sister told me when I explained to her what happened. She's like, "Yeah, that's very My Little Pony, like the power of friendship and stuff." And I was like, "Oh, damn, really?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was amazed to see some of the characters' human designs and their life stories. I'm looking forward to seeing others' human lives in the remaining seasons. I really can't wait. And Charlie and Vaggie just kind of make up, even though Vaggie says that it's a repeated pattern of her not listening to her. That really needs to be addressed. Yeah, it really kind of does because it just fell flat. It fell flat. And I gotta say, Easy was. It felt. The images were fine. The idea is there. It just. I kind of wish it was something else, if that makes sense. It's a pretty good beat in itself, but I just kind of felt like it could have been a little better. It could have focused on another topic. I don't know. Huh. I swear, why didn't Charlie just beat Vox up? Yeah, considering Lucifer can't do anything, but Charlie and Baggy can, it would have made so much sense. And I know, in a way, they kind of established that Charlie doesn't want to fight unless she has to. And since she has a business to represent, I guess that would make sense as to why she wouldn't want to just pick up fights with other sinners, even though I completely think that they most likely would start a fight with her and they wouldn't be able to do much of anything. She wouldn't be able to do much of anything due to her instincts. But I really, really, really wish they had focused on making her understand there's those who can be redeemed and those who just don't. And it's really funny that there's a lot of different things about how people are sent to hell for like some dumb reasons. Like I always believe it would be a funny joke to kind of have a person sent to hell because they ate shrimp, and it's just like that could have been a funny joke to have in the story, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me being me about the elements that could have been like, well, why was so and so sent to hell for eating a salad with shrimp in it? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Anyways, Vox is honestly the best character in the series, but Viv will ruin his character because they made his offer to Al genuine and then showed us his backstory. Oh my god, it was when I saw that I was like, no, please don't make me try. And then it's just like he was giving like puppy vibes. Like Al just kicked a puppy, and it's just like then you see his backstory, and then it's still kind of like, how does one go from this to being a kicked puppy to now this? Like that's the way I can describe it based off of how many people do baby eyes his character. It's mm, like okay, there's a lot there to unpack there because I feel like that's a lot of things there. Alistair being ignored by Charlie and everyone else while bleeding out on the ground is kind of funny. I wonder if that will play into his villain arc next season. I'm not too sure, but that would be a good reason. Season 1 had daddy issues. Season 2 had mommy issues. Sheesh, we ran out of parents for season 3. No, it's just going to be step daddy issues. Cough, cough, ow. Cough, cough. Okay. Emily was like the only one who saved and cared for Alistair more than Charlie says a lot about her. Yeah, she hasn't even spoken to Alistair and she was like, "Don't worry, I'll save you." And it's like, "Oh, wow. Whoa." Just remembered Alistair got killed after being mistaken for a deer during a hunting accident. Kind of a weak way to go out. And Charlie just leaves therapy to Husk, even though he's not good at it. It shows how much he cares about the patterns. Oh my god. Tell me about it. That was just like, you're trusting the alcoholic cat demon sinner to monitor everybody else. Do you not realize how crazy that sounds? I mean, yeah, he's voiced by Keith David. And everyone would love to hear him talk non endlessly. I can imagine why, but again, he's not suitable to be doing or qualified to really be in charge of therapy. It's like, why not find someone in hell that's actually qualified? Uh, There's probably a fair ton of sinner therapists or psychologists, and I don't know, maybe that would be kind of an interesting plot to go ahead on and just like, let's think about it this way. If Charlie had taken a lot of these things seriously, gathering all these different souls, like, this is better than just her being alone, meeting Maggie, and just bringing in people one by one of no information. It would be interesting for her to have a list of different sinners who are qualified in these ways. And maybe that is just me thinking through, hey, maybe if these characters were actually good at like this and that, we wouldn't be all over the place doing this. But hey, that's it's probably what I would do if I was making a story like this. I would have Charlie be like sort of a rebellious daughter to her father. Like maybe there's so many other children of his, and she's the only one who's like out seeking good for everybody. And he just finds it hilarious because it reminds him of a younger version of him. Like I think that would have been interesting to go about. And she's just like going through different center after center to see if anyone wants to help her accomplish this. And it's just like, no, nope. One by one, it's just like it kind of goes into a focus in on her trying to like find anybody willing to help her build this hotel. But again, that's just me thinking way too much into this. Oh god, I might not be able to speak too much because I keep like rambling about specific parts. Okay. Literally Gravity, and that was just it. The rest were meh. Yeah, I can see it. I'm not against being Angel Dust since he's around a lot of these guys anyways, so they just turned him into a sleeper agent for the most part. Yeah. Viv trusts the audience too much, and it's kind of crazy that they need to hold our hands a bit more because Angel only brings up his headaches 2 times and then the reveal happens. Yeah, it should have been hinted a lot more towards the end of season 1 and then the beginning of season 2. And then the final reveal, bam. Okay. Okay, Bumblebee said can't wait for season 3 or 4 to be about Angel dad being homophobic and abusive. Duster Dollies. I think Alistair will be one of the villains of season 3. He deserves to be after what he went through this season. Let's be real. It would be kind of hilarious to see him as the villain, and everyone's just like, Alistair, how could you? And he's just like, did you really think I was actually friends with you guys? Okay. Vox, hello from hell, you fucker. Okay. Okay. Nifty. I think Nifty's song was so funny and fun, especially when during half the song she sang in Japanese in an anime style along with the main characters. Oh my god, yeah. I really love the style change there. It was like, can we have more songs like this where everything just changes to a different animation for just a specific amount of time during the song? That would be kind of funny. I don't know. I was kind of thinking of one episode from I think it was Disenchanted or Disenchantment, where the main characters go to this one place to get high, and Elfo is just like telling Bean and Lucy that yeah, he's got a girlfriend, and he goes off and just into describing her, and like Bean gets high, and everything around her changes. I think it would be kind of funny to have an episode like that, but eh, would it be able to be a good idea for a has-been hotel? Maybe, maybe, probably, probably not. I don't know. Okay. Mind you, Charlie was going to throw hands with Val for how he treated Angel in season one. They deadass kind of assassinated her. Yeah. I also don't think Alistair's mental gymnastics and gaslighting with Vox made no sense. Because he acted like he should be ashamed because he had outside help, even though he accomplished a lot. Yeah, he did accomplish quite a lot. Like, getting into parts of the other industries that he doesn't specialize in, like the porn with Valentino, the social media with Velvet, it makes sense to expand into those areas because again, those are very big areas, especially in a place like hell, where everyone is definitely self-absorbed, narcissistic. Oh god. Okay. Anyways, finally gets finally someone gets it. Okay, listen. I have a theory. The forms they take when they die, representing why they killed. Yeah, that's definitely something I really enjoy looking into, especially with how a lot of them I do want to question, and then there's like Rudy the Rooster Demon Turner. I'm like, did he hate roosters? Was he like a cowboy or something and got killed by a rooster? Like the questions are in like the questions I have are and he's just like a side character, so I well a background character, but again, it would be interesting to know. Okay. Heidi ho. Welcome, Chase Films Productions. Duster Dollies, can I say I hate how both the Hazbin and Hell of a Boss fandom absolute babies grow men? I get it, but I find it really cringe. Tell me about it. Tell me all about it. I hate that. I hate that. Yes, they are very attractive men. But, however, there is a few things that I kind of want to say, and it's like, why would you go through all that effort to baby this specific character when they've like, especially a character like, for example, Vox. I love like the details they went into this season with him, but I just hate when everyone is like, let's babyfy this guy who is a cult leader and have him be all cutesy wootsy and stuff, and for some reason it goes into the kink and weird territory there when they babyfy him, and it's just like, uh, uh yeah, we're not gonna go there. No, no, we're not. Or they just think they can't make their decisions, or especially when they're gay characters, like Another example being what was his name? What was it? Hey, let me check out which character I'm even thinking of. Vizarali. Vizarali. I hate how they babyfy him in his relationship with Ozzy because I'm just like, they're two grown ass men. Yes, Vizarali dresses in the previous times we've seen him before New Moon, or was it Blood Moon? I don't know. But the way that they babyfied his character for how he dressed in the first few times we've seen him, and then everyone's just like, "Oh, look at him, he's so gay," and like that's what they base his personality on. Oh, he's just gay, which again, it does kind of fall into the Vibsy Pop's problem with writing LGBT character couples, but that's another conversation for another stream that I'll probably get into one day. Oh god, I gotta drink another bit of water, but yeah, that is a huge problem in the community. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I had to get some nose spray in because I kept sneezing after I started drinking. So if I sound off again, it's because of that. It's because of that. So yeah, if I sound off, yeah. Okay, so Karen, I believe that Lilith will be the main villain since Bibsy Pop confirmed the color design for the logo will be purple. It would be kind of killer if, like, with her having a purple dress and such, and a lot of elements are purple in her character design. What if it was like something twisted, like something really twisted, to just kind of pull us away? But then again, she did mention it would be a Morning Star family like problem thing going on, so I'm not gonna look more into other characters until I get more information. Okay, I think Viv just made up the Lucifer not harming sinners thing off a whim because that's a dumb how he can't, or just get the other deities from Helluva to confront Fox Loki. That's what I was thinking. I'm just like, you're telling me this, but if they were to go into something else, like other, oh my god, sorry, I'm just kind of thinking about this a lot, and I'm just like, ugh. It is not good. If there was like a previous situation where it affected heaven in a way where Lucifer did punish sinners, it doesn't really make sense if there's not a problem. And I know it's a punishment for him, but there's got to be like, it's kind of like saying, yeah, make sure you don't treat your mouse problem next door neighbor, and then you, as the main person, start getting mice into your house who are trying to poop and eat everything. And you're like, what the hell, neighbor, dude? Why didn't you do anything? And they're like, well, you told me not to do anything about my problem. Sorry they're getting into your house. So it doesn't really make any sense for that to not happen. It would make sense if Lucifer basically over the few years needs to recharge or something, or needs sorry, if he needs to recharge over the past thousands of years of punishing sinners, and he's just like, I don't really feel like doing it anymore. It just kind of got boring because he's done everything in his book to punish them. That I can kind of maybe see, maybe, but it's just like, it doesn't really make sense logically. Okay. I mean, Vox from the show was envious. And what sin represents envy? Oh, yes. Loot was honestly right in the honestly in the right during the meeting session. She was, and I really wish again that they had brought up the way that there's just some sinners who can't be redeemed, and there's some who can. Maybe finding them with a specific charm or something that can tell if these people can be redeemed. Something like that. Because I don't really think, oh yeah, I think this guy should go to heaven because he's been good in therapy. Like, I know there's forgiveness for a lot of people. Like, there are some people who were able to forgive those who have hurt them, even though to the outside public, yeah, I want to see that guy get shoved into a trash can, into a garbage disposal, a giant one. Oh gosh. I think both Alistair and Lilith will be the season's focus, hence the purple and green. Off top Off topic question. What do you think a certain Einstein enabler would look like as a sinner? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Probably a little ant that you can kill on the whim with only your foot. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that I'm not too good with this, with like Hell of a Boss or Has Been hotel designs. Like, I'll show you a character I was actually working on making. Give me a second. Oh wait, no, that's not what I was looking for. Okay. Oh wait, there it is. I'm not too good with character designs, but I was working on this one earlier, like yesterday, and I wanted to like fix up her design a little bit more. So it's not really my best, but But designing it based off of that, I have no idea. I'd probably make that center really small so they could get hit in the face easier, or just easier to like smash with cleats. There's like soccer or football shoes that with sharp edges. Yep. Okay. Charlie being an Ariel-esque character who rebels against her father and was curious about heaven and earth would have been made her character so much more interesting. It would have. It really would have. And I feel like there was so much missed potential. I'd imagine he'd be a pale slug with retractable blonde hair. He also has no arms as a punishment because when he was alive, he couldn't talk without them. Yeah. Vox should have won because Charlie and Vox have the same exact amount of care for the sinners except Al. I honestly liked Vox die. Sorry if I said that wrong. I hated to hear my hope. I have a love and hate relationship with that song. The love is only for like the in between song moments, like between Lute, Abel, and then the Alistair and Rosie moments. Those were my absolute favorite. And then like Vox being like, "You're ruining everything. What the fuck is this?" That was really funny. Like, did I ask for a musical number of saving friendship? I mean, saving hell with friendship? Not really. Okay. Man, I am so fast with answering these. Best characters for me: Serpentius, Vox, Angel Just, still okay, Husk, alright, and Abel. And to me, Abel was one of the weaker characters in season 2, and Serpentius in Hell doesn't match who he is back in the flashback. Yeah, it really doesn't. Abel deserved more song moments, let's be real. Abel deserved more moments to sing. I'm an indie filmmaker and I've been watching reviewers like yourself for almost a year. But I think I should be openly showing my support nowadays. You and a few others helped shape my writing. Oh, that's so amazing. Like I'm glad you're doing filmmaking. It's such a hard thing to do and I've been dabbling to get into other areas like animation because let me be real, it's something I kind of feel like I could do more of. And seeing how new people keep coming in and out based off of a lot of things. Like I love being able to meet people like you. There's so much things I wish I could ask and talk about. But yeah, I I'm very very yeah, I'm very pleased to meet you, and I'm glad that some of my content has managed to inspire your writing. Okay, Vice Hella. My theory is that the funnier you die, the stronger you are. That would be kind of hilarious if somebody got like I I'm trying to think of something funny. Imagine no, I gotta think of it. I'll come back to that later. later. I just find Abel to be likable, but yeah, he could have been utilized better. I just want Abel to be toxic and strong like Adam, not just whimsical and a coward. I feel like in season 3 we're gonna see Abel try and become Adam like. And let me be real, I kind of wish they had given Adam more of a backstory for season 2. And the reason why I say that is because with him only having one song, it could have been something like a reflecting moment for, I don't know, Lucifer or something when it was first mentioned. Maybe that will be the whole thing in season 3. But would it have been funny if season two's finale had Adam in the background being like, "What the fuck just happened?" Just watching the news, being like, "What the fuck?" I don't know. And he's in hell. That would be funny. Oh god. Okay. It's okay, yes, this. It's lazy writing that was put in place so he wasn't overpowered. There's so much better ways to make a reason he didn't. Oh, somebody texted me. No, nobody texted me. Sorry. There's so much better ways to make a reason he didn't snipe Vox right then and there. He could have been like, maybe he made a deal with Vox. Like I remember the pilot episode, and he was with like Carmilla, was the dinosaur chick. I can't remember her name. And then Zetchi, I can't say his name right. Zestual? I think of such. No, I don't know. With those three. And it's kind of funny that it's just like in the moment when Lucifer got kidnapped, and he's just like, I don't know who that is. Pilot episode. I know it's not considered canon anymore, but that's just kind of sad that Lucifer basically has no associates aside from the seven sins. I mean, six other sins. It doesn't make much sense. Okay, I'm gonna take another sippy sip. I'm trying to go through this like through the comments as fast as possible. All right, I think a big problem with Bibsy Pop's writing is she reuses a lot of tropes, daddy issues, very effeminate gay men, the couples having one mature person and one childish one. Yeah, it doesn't. I might not be a gay man, but that's not how it works. Most of the time, I've seen a lot of different types of relationships due to my friend, and he is he is very open about that, and that's the one thing he's told me about whenever he hears anything about like hell of a boss has been. He's like, yeah, that's no, no, no. Mm-mm. And he doesn't watch it because based off those, he's like, why should I watch it? If you enjoy it, that's fine. But it's kind of weird that it's repetitive in a lot of her work. And I'm like, yeah, and it's bad. And things essay is funny. Can't forget that part on Viv's writing. Oh my god, yeah. There were so many moments in season two where I did laugh at the jokes made by Valentino. Like, my favorite moment was when Vox was talking like, I can't understand you when you're speaking that island language, Val. And, and then a few seconds moving around, turning around and being like, does anyone else have anything fucking else to say? I was like, I'm from fucking Florida. I still laugh at that so much. And oh my god. They made them too lovable this season. They made them too lovable this season, and I hate it. I love it and I hate it. Those moments, good. Good. Okay. Golden toilet? What? Okay, hmm. I guess Sir Pench's defense, he redeemed himself by being selfless and atoning for his cowardness in a past life. I'm so scared they'll pull a Stella with Lilith and make her evil. All along and mistreating poor little woobly Lucifer and make him look like a better parent, even though he was also very neglectful and a bad parent to Charlie. Oh yeah. Steven, welcome. 10 minutes late for me to say that. Sorry about that. I'm catching up with everybody. I think the worst part of Hear My Hope is when they sing with a rapist and Charlie smiles at it, and I'm like, yeah. But like I was remembering when I was having my conversation with my sister, we did speak about the fact that they only did it to save their own behinds. And it's just like, it could have been better. I have a theory. Lilith's punishment from heaven is she became infertile, and Charlie was originally a doll turned into a living being because Lucy and Lilith wanted a child. I was like the only one who enjoys Valentino speaking Spanish and understood everything he said. Oh man. Oh god. No, I just keep thinking about like the rest of the parts. Okay, so there's still a lot for me to cover and to go through. So we'll do it. We'll do it. I personally think it's weird to give a rapist character several laughable jokes. I like those moments, but I hate where they were coming from. I think it would have morally been better to be from Angel. In other words, I think there's more of a focus on a SA perpetrator representation than there is a SA survivor. Yeah, that was definitely a big hell no from me. Jokes were good, and how like it feels really lacking in a way when okay, it feels really lacking that we couldn't really get a plot out of any of the others in the hotel aside from Alistair and Charlie, and I guess 2% of Maggie going through the motions of finding a new name, but still it I really wished these episodes were actually having them do these exercises or working with new different sinners who want to redeem themselves, but they got to figure out what they can do to make that happen. That would be that would be very good. Kind of like Ed, Ed and Eddie, where each episode focuses on a new way to make money. They have all these schemes and they're doing all these things to make just enough quarters to get them jawbreakers. And you see Hazbin Hotel, and you're like, oh man, I can't wait for the next redeemed soul. And it's like, um, yeah, we don't have one for season two. Like, I would have been fine with Rudy getting into like heaven. Like, he would like it would have been a interesting way, but no, you gotta have main character energy. The golden toilet is from a certain oh god. Hey Megan, how's it going? I think people like Val can redeem themselves by jumping off a cliff. Agreed. Agreed. But yeah, they've really got to put more focus into it. But yeah, I have been working on doing some animation, so I guess I'll show you what I've worked on for this. Okay, let's get a closer look at it. Maybe I'll do 2 panels because I was gonna have her turn around. It's only like 1 panel right now. Well, 5 panels right now. But yeah, they really have to make more focus on the redeeming part because I think this series can work a lot better if we actually saw more souls get redeemed. Because I feel like a lot of the time we're not really focusing on the element of redeeming itself. It's just more so the focus of daddy issues, mommy issues, boyfriend issues, girlfriend issues, everybody else issues, but not really focusing on the concept of redeeming the soul. Okay. All right, though. I will go a little bit more into what have worked a lot better for this season and what didn't work. So what didn't work was the fact that Charlie was too focused on the like focusing on proving that the souls can be redeemed, even though all she would have had to do is go to that meeting room, project everything up, like because you can't tell me heaven and hell don't have a projecting system because already with Adam beginning in episode 1 to prove that they can project a video to that specific room, and Charlie could have gotten a different way to stream that video of Serpentius in hell, I mean in heaven, to the hell and prove that redemption is possible. But no, they had to show that it wasn't because in the fact that Sarah and the others came over with gift baskets and didn't decide, oh yeah, let's just show them really quick. Oh yeah, here's Serpentius. He's in our meeting room right now. Serpentius, say hi. You're telling me they couldn't have done that because plot reasons. Plot reasons. It was super frustrating seeing that. I'm like, you guys could have just opened up the portal and proved Vox wrong right then and there, and Vox would have been like, oh, well, huh. You know what? I didn't think we would actually get this close. Damn. And with how Charlie is naive in that space of saying, "Oh yeah, everyone and anyone can be redeemed." It between that interaction between Box and Charlie, and I know he only asked that question to kind of get more dialogue out of her, but it really, really would have been better if she could have said, anyone who believes they see good in themselves, or anyone who tries, or like something of the sorts that made it feel like anyone who understands the I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the right kind of dialogue to say, but like saying everybody can, but anyone who has good like because the whole concept of oh yeah serial killers, yeah, you can go to heaven. Why? Oh yeah, because you ate people. That's totally fine. Oh, you killed a couple of kids. Totally okay. You could be redeemed. Oh, you assaulted more than 12 people? That's okay. You can be redeemed. Like, there's gotta be a limit there. And it's kind of weird that they don't tackle that on. It's just, it's kind of laughable to me because it's just, because I was, mm, mm. It's laughable because it's like, a lot of these characters, if you actually looked into some of their backstories and realized, hey, maybe a lot of these people went to hell for the wrong reasons, that kind of thing, that would make sense. Like I was pulling out the eating shrimp can send you to hell. That would have been a funny example for like Charlie to pull into the meeting room with the angels and be like, "Well, I've got a lot of people here who, for some reason, they don't know anything else than just this. Like Clara, she went to hell for just eating a salad with shrimp in it. Shrimp, and everyone being like, "Oh, that doesn't make any sense." And it's just like, that would have been a funny moment because that is something that is part of the Bible. Like, I think it was among the lines of "Don't eat anything aside like that is not of the that doesn't have any scales." I don't know the full context of that verse in the like Bible, but it's among that line. Okay. Well, you're right about Charlie trying to prove redemption is possible. I at least compromised by saying she was trying to gain the vast majority's attention, but I doubt anyone would care. Katie Killjoy being homophobic was the best part. I forgot that part was funny. They should care more about the quality than the quantity of their guest. Bumblebee was that was a funny low key. I thought Alistair's face was funny as heck when he said friends. I'm kind of weirded out that the fact that they casted a man's voice to voice Katie when in the pilot it sounded like she had a level of sex appeal, but that's ruined now. Also, a random realization if Maggie is Adam's daughter and Lilith is Adam's first wife and what does that make? Wait, is Adam's first wife slash Charlie's mom? What does that make Charlie's and Maggie? I have no idea. Like, I want to kind of believe Adam just kind of had Sarah make him exterminators, like exorcist angels that were created for the sole purpose of like maybe kind of. I'm not too sure yet. Like I keep thinking about the concept of what could be behind that. Like I'm trying to think of how that works. I wouldn't really say they're his kids because like I don't know. It's really weird to think about because then it's kind of like that would be asking the same question about, well, what about him and Lou? Wouldn't that just be like, sweet home Alabama there? Oh god. I'm just messing around. They technically wouldn't be stepsisters. Ah, yes. Honestly, I'm just like, if I could make a pilot where it gets transferred to the actual show, I would. It doesn't make sense to have all this information that doesn't get transferred into the main show and it just kind of scrolls through everything. I feel like the entirety of Hazbin Hotel is just like a scroll through all of the series. If they had just made it 10 to 16 episodes, I feel like the season would be a lot more fixed up. I mean, they had to cut a lot of like time of Alistair with the V's, and honestly, I would have killed for a Velvet and Alistair moment. Like, let's be real. You can't be telling me these two wouldn't be gossiping behind the scenes and just like I don't know. It just feels really weird that Alistair is just in a chair and you can't be telling me Alistair wouldn't be dealing with a lot of the annoyances of mm, I sorry, I'm just there's just so many things there. But then again, Vivzy has put some concerning jokes. Lou just wants to bounce at him what a crazy woman does to a motherfucker. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Hmm. But yeah, I'm probably gonna take another sippy sip. Like, it's been a while since I've spoken this much, and I'm actually pretty happy with how much I've been talking. Like, I have not been able to chat this much since the last time I did a stream. So it's really been nice. Okay, I'm gonna try and do some doodling in the background. So give me a few. Okay. Megan asked, "Are you going to be gaming soon?" I probably might do that in December. I might just do hidden object games until I can figure out my issues with my PlayStation 5 so I don't have to always restart the stream and label it 2.3, 2.5, 2 point whatever. So it's going to be a while for that. Did you hear someone tried to pay someone to animate Charlie trying to have seduced somebody again? Oh my god. Really back in that territory? Oh no. It's been a long time and things have happened like Hazbin Hotel. There was supposed to be a scene where Alistair and Velvet together with her doing a makeover, but Busy Pop decided to cut it out at the last moment from the episode. Holy shit. You could have had a fun moment like that. That disappoints the shit out of me. Which do you like better, season 2 of Has Been Hotel or the recent Hell of a Boss episodes that came out? Wait, wait, that just came out? Or do we still have season 2 stuff going on? The shorts? Oh my god. Like, I really gotta check it out. Hmm. Oh, the recent season. Okay. I think I prefer Has Been Hotel over the recent episodes of Hell of a Boss. And let me be real, it's mostly because it maybe it's mostly because the fact that it didn't really dive into anything. Wait, no, that is still stupid. I could tolerate Has Been Hotel a lot more than Hell of a Boss because there's still some moments in Hell of a Boss that I just really just wish I could fix. Like a lot of this doesn't connect well and it irritates the hell out of me. So yeah. I'm kind of hoping for season 3 that we get more moments with the cast and maybe a cameo episode of Blitz and the others from Imps, but I'm doubtful. Do you think they should do short shows for Hazbin Hotel just like with Hell of a Boss? Yeah, I kind of think they should. In my personal opinion, I think that would be a little bit more nicer to have those moments where it doesn't focus entirely on a problem that doesn't really feel like a problem in Has Been Hotel. I have a theory that Alistair is going to try and usurp Lucifer's crown as the king of hell, hence his fixation on him. Let's be real. Let's be real. We honestly, if Lucifer is this bad at his job, you might as well just have Alistair just marry Lucifer. If he's this much of a pain in the ass, and all it would take, in my personal opinion, is like attention and some flowers, and Lucifer not having to like lift a finger while Al gets all that power, I would not be surprised if that happens. I'm just saying. I would not be surprised. I don't look down on you. When have I ever? Oh my god. Oh no. They did do that trailer where Blitz and Charlie were together. Yeah. That was, again, I really loved their interactions with each other. And I wish if they ever did an episode where they got like to work together, it would be interesting. And I kind of wish it was just one episode where it did follow through with the original intention that these imps would disturb their redemption arc. Because let's be real, the idea that these imps just go in and ruin redemption because they just want to be dicks, or because they have assignments to stop possible sinners from getting into heaven, that would be pretty interesting. Especially if they got assignments from, like, people in heaven because they don't want to be near anybody they don't like, that they actually fear. Like, let's that would actually be very useful to them. I don't know. Maybe that, like I said, maybe that's just me thinking that would be pretty cool to have a system where they can get online access between, like, winners and sinners to kind of build their to build their business. But again, like I said, that would be kind of hard to play around with if you didn't, like, work through it right. Okay. Holy cow, that does sound pretty cool. Cherry Bomb, I think she could be redeemed. I think she can be redeemed too. I mean, there's not that much information about her character, so it's possible she could be the next one redeemed. I wonder how Lucifer would react to all the drama with Stolas and Blitz. Honestly, if Lucifer had been there, I think he would have been like, guys, are we just all here for the fact that it was just like one small imp, and like they didn't do anything like unnecessarily bad. They just kind of used the book. Is that such a bad thing for business? Just get him a business license. Can I go now? I got like a duck opera to like soap opera to check out on TV, and I really don't want to miss it. That would have been such a fun moment. Okay. Anyways, I will be back in a few moments, but the question of today's stream will be, okay, let me think. Be right back. Gotta grab some more ice because my drink is already getting warm. I hate when that happens. Fred, I am not going to tell them to go purchase any memberships right now. Not right now. I don't have any good content out. But, question time. Question. What is your favorite episode of season 2 and why? Answer that and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I am back from the dead. I am sorry about that. Just had to make sure I finished getting the ice water. Anyways, how are you guys? Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Oh wow. Everyone was like going nuts on the answering to that. Mine, it's a deal. I like Alistair, and it was Alistair focused. That's why. That's good. Chase said it was either 7 or 8. Megan said, I loved the song Losing Streak. It reminded me of Jessica Rabbit. And I like Easy Song with Charlie, so 6, 7, and 8. Okay, good choices. Good choices. That was pretty good though. Like I really loved that design of Angel Dust, and I was like, ooh, he is killing it. He is killing it. Okay. I hated the one where Charlie had box over. Utterly loathed it. Same. I did like her costume design for her bad guy look, and I really want to cosplay that because it's super stupid and fun. So yeah, that was pretty funny. Uh, can't really say. It's mostly moments, but episode 2 and 7. Yes, yes. Doctor Hino, member for 22 months. I to this day, I'm very surprised. Like oh my god, 22 months. You've been a part of this for 22 months, and I am very, very thankful for that. You don't have any idea how much that means to me. So thank you, Dr. Hino. One of these days, I will be able to get back onto one of your streams. I really miss doing that, so I'll just have to look into my schedule for the future if you ever want to do that again. Okay, so I'll get back into doodling. Okay, let's get back into doing some doodles because I do want to try and make some animation, well, animated panels while I'm here. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Other than that, I've just been like crazy trying to like figure out if I should try and attempt to make my own like like my own pilot for a show, but I'm like, I don't know. That seems like a dumb idea because I have only specialized in I've only specialized in comic panels. I've never really done too many animations. I did have an animation planned for my Superman review, and that took me weeks to really go through the storyboard, and even then it was bad that I couldn't even save it. It was difficult to really try and find a bright side to losing everything. I was so sad when I lost the animations. But I feel like I could probably pull off a my own animation if I just like put some effort into it. Cuz I wouldn't mind the challenge. It would get me better at making stuff. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's definitely going to be a fun thing to look into for a later thing, but I'm not too sure because I could totally find something. Oh, because I have some concepts, but I'm like, I'm scared about the idea of doing that. Like, really scared of thinking, oh, would anyone really want to see a show from me? And I always have these ideas of like starting my own game or starting my own comic, but I always get scared to really push forward. And maybe that's why I'm always not wanting to do it, is because of how easily demotivated I can become. Who knows? Are you guys actually barking at a mouse? Because that's good, because I don't need any more mice. They always come in during the winter and they annoy the shit out of me. You would think a mouse would be more, you know, would be more understanding that there's three dogs in here that could easily eat you. They haven't tried to. Red, you better be trying to eat that thing or scaring it at least. Oh, you actually see it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like really focused on getting this finished. It's not my best because I'm still used to doing this. Karen asked, "Do you think they should do a reboot for the pilot of Hazbin Hotel, just like the same for Hell of a Boss?" I think it would be interesting to see them do that, but I just don't know. Like, I like the idea of them doing a reboot, but I also don't like the idea of them doing a reboot because that could have gone into something else. But just my personal opinion there. I feel like if it's already been established, then it's easier to just move on, but who knows what they'll do? Who knows? Let's see how this goes. Autoplay. But yeah, I've been off and on trying to think of future ideas of what I should do. Oh, wait. Chase Film Production said, that looks beautiful. Oh, thank you. I have been trying to figure out what I can make for a future project, kind of motivate myself to focus on other things aside from this. Like, not this, then dabbling in other things. That way I'm productive. I have been working on a idea that I could base off of a Christmas concept. Maybe that's just me. Okay, so if we're turning her head around, it's gonna have more of her eyes being present in a specific direction. Because I am doing this without a guide just because I do like how it looks. That way I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing, maybe. Yeah, I don't. Over time, I probably. Fuck, that looks really bad, actually. Oh, goodness. Fuck. Alright, it was very nice talking to you, Kate. I've been watching for quite some time now, and I'm excited to see more of your content. By the way, you can call me Doc or Dominic. Okay. Okay, Doc. I hope to see you in future streams and see you watching a few of the videos in between. And it was awesome to have you on this, like, to see the stream. So, yeah, I'll probably be on for a couple, maybe 20 more minutes just to kind of get like other side stuff out from this past like season. I really wish I could have enjoyed Charlie and Vaggy's connection. I really, really wish I could have because I think the elements of them going through all this and just not really being as significantly as big as Angel Dust and Husk. And I feel like it's mostly because with the couples that get the most detail of attention, like Angel Dust and Husk or Valentino and Vox, it's again gay relationships get more development or attention. Meanwhile, the lesbian relationships, nope, nada, not a single piece. Hmm. Maybe I could do like an animation that involves looking directly at the viewer. That would be something. Okay, I'm thinking. Hmm. Like I've been thinking of a plot that's identical to like Wizard of Oz or Alice in Wonderland. Trying to take something like a fairy tale classic, something like that, of somebody going into a whimsical, beautiful world and trying to turn it into something that's memorable like that. And I have an idea, but it's just all about figuring out a lot of details, like a lot of details. LeMay says, I hate drawing eyes. Agreed. Very much agreed. I absolutely hate, but I also love them in a way where it's like the detail work. When you're coloring and shading, I love doing that. I absolutely love doing that. So let's see. I could make the bangs sort of like this. It's like it's this cute bangs that I keep seeing, and she would definitely. I think I might do something based off of the Nutcracker because I always am intrigued that nobody has made a series based off of a Christmas story like that. And then it's just like, yeah, they've made a movie and they made a beautiful ballet based off of that story, but they've never made a series. And I'm just like, that would be such a good idea to have the story turn into something interesting there. But I don't know. I feel like there's so many elements that I would have to figure out and such. Change a few things just because I feel like creative changes, like not the entire thing, but like taking it and running with it and doing something that makes that story even more memorable. But I don't know. There's so many things I can talk about. I will be honest, when I think of other like shows that take a concept and run with it kind of makes me think of this one show I recently watched called Haunted Hotel, where you have all these like, you know, overused concepts shoved into one product and just going with it because there's so much history and so much lore behind each and every character that it's like it makes sense. It makes sense, but it kind of doesn't make sense. It's kind of like all over the place, but you can still keep up with the characters. And I have to say, like I said before, Hazbin Hotel has that concept of having a set of characters, but not utilizing them as much as they should be. And what I mean by this is the fact that they don't involve the main cast or any personal character arc, and it it really just kind of mm, it really spills itself into trouble. Uh, I'm gonna take another sippy sip because oh my god. Anyways, wait. I do kind of want to like do a quick redesign of Charlie because there's something I really just want to complain about. With everything being red, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like which character like what character doesn't have red in their oh we got Husk, we got Nifty, we got Alistair, we got Charlie, we got Vaggy, we got I, I feel like Angel Dust is kind of the exception, but then pink is also a variation of red, but it's at least lighter, and I'm like, why? Why is this a thing? Why? Okay, let me just. Okay, let me just. Okay, just kind of rolling around with it. Gotta figure out the concept. And the weirdest thing I've noticed is that where the fuck are their ears? With the number of characters we have, we don't really see their ears, which is absolutely weird. But okay, okay, we can kind of do this. We can kind of do this. Okay. Okay, just kind of rolling around with it. I'm okay. Technically, all the main characters have some or everywhere wearing the color red. No, I would have an exception for this if they were all staff members. I would. I would. But it's just all over the fucking place. And I get it. You can't change your looks entirely, but when you have someone like Velvet coming in and wearing different clothes in each and every one of her scenes, that's when it kind of becomes questionable of whether or not we should have them wearing uniforms or if we shouldn't have them wearing uniforms. It's just all over the place. Oh, but okay. Like drawing Charlie is always difficult for me, but whatever. I'm gonna try my best to kind of make this a quick one. But I honestly would love if Charlie had been an angel sent to hell to show that redemption can be possible, because then you have kind of a better concept of somebody fighting against the system instead of her just being, well, I've already been in hell. And she should be used to everything she sees. Like, you're telling me Lucifer and Lilith were just like, you know what, Charlie, you're going to be inside our house because we don't need you going out. And there's just so much there that doesn't get covered. Now, if Charlie had been a like angel, or there's got to be something that would make sense for this, because honestly I would love the idea that she can still be Lucifer's daughter, but she was kept in heaven as punishment, which she doesn't know that Lucifer is her dad. And it would be kind of like, it would kind of go into that realm of, oh, here's this twist. I feel like that would have been such a fun way to have her character growth. Okay, so let me see what kind of hotel uniforms there are, because I kind of want to play around with it. There's so many ways that you can play around with the concept without it feeling like it's forced. It's There's just so much there. Like, a lot there. Okay, reception. There's a lot of cute outfits and ideas that could work. Fred, are you getting trapped again? Or are you chasing the mice? Okay. Hmm. Karen. I believe Charlie should have some angelic features to combine with her demonic side, like angel wings or something. Yeah, it feels so weird that she doesn't have some kind of angelic, like, parts. Ooh, this is kind of cute. This is so cute. Don't worry, she's still gonna have pants, because I really do like her style there. But I feel like this is kind of like a cute way to kind of go about it, because it gives main character energy. Okay, so okay, give me a second. So, gotta make sure, because of course, still kind of have to have what she originally has, but in a way that kind of feels a lot more easy on the eyes. Like, too much red can, to me, kind of pushes it down to me. It's not really a good concept there. Have to maybe the buttons should be like diamonds, like little diamonds, like block shaped. Like I don't know. That sounds easier to. Okay, so again, I'm going really quick on this. Oh, because then it's kind of like half heaven, half hell. It it would kind of try to have like Charlie blending in with her environment, sort of just being like, "Yeah, hey guys, I'm like one of you," and everyone's like, "The fuck." Um, yeah, no. No, you're not. So, okay. It wouldn't really be roses. I kind of, maybe it should be roses. Just gotta work out the details of how that will work. Maybe like more diamonds, sort of. No, it looks off. Hmm. Mm, let me check what Velvet has worn so far to kind of get some kind of inspiration. Maybe there's like a design that Velvet has worn that had something there. Okay, we got that. We got that. Okay. Is it just me, or do you guys think it would have been better if Velvet and Charlie were in a relationship? I'm not. I'm not saying like yeah. I'm not saying Baggy doesn't have any redeeming qualities. She just kind of exists and feels more like filler than anything else. But hey, it. Mm, hmm. There's a lot of stripes, a lot of dots, a lot of hearts. Hmm. Okay. Maybe more like a. Maybe I should try sort of a flowery design. Hmm. Maybe like sort of a little rose pocket watch that hangs on the side. I have no idea what I'm doing. To kind of show something there. I know it does not look like anything right now. But yeah, this part would be black. Sort of like a leaf textures here to kind of show the rose standing out. Okay, that's probably going to be a nightmare for somebody to animate. They could probably pull like a chowder thing. I don't know. Maybe like a little little ruffles at the end while she also has her like shoes. And it's especially weird that Charlie didn't even know about like Alistair in the pilot episode, other than like, oh yeah, the radio demon's here. I'll just let him in. It would be like a striped inner shirt, not like an outer shirt. That way the vest still stands out. Sorry. Just trying to like push away the flies that keep coming to my face. I think it's just one, but it's super annoying. Honestly, it's don't know what kind of innocent creature I'm gonna go for to base for her. Okay, both the ears look wrong. We'll figure it out eventually of what kind of creature. For now, I do kind of want to go into the eye detail. I didn't think I would actually make a redesign on the stream, but whatever. I kind of want her to have those angel wing, like angel wing eyelashes that we see that Sarah has. Hmm. Okay. Oh, hey, user, how's it going? Currently just doing a redesign of Charlie. Gotta make the eyebrows look kind of like little snakes. That seems weird, but the idea is there. It looks really weird, I know. But foreshadowing, even though it kind of looks weird as fuck. Ow. I was just trying to s- swipe at a fly. Okay. Okay, maybe a little gemstone tie. Just so she can go back and forth from like heaven to hell on her mission. Okay, so oh god, that hairline is way too long, big. Oh my god, give me a second. Just gotta fix this. It is definitely not my best work. Uh, in overtime, I will figure out what kind of. Wait, I wonder if I could just make her wing. No, wings for ears would not work. No, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out after I finish her braid. Okay, let me see what I can work with. Ooh, maybe some like stylish things on the side to kind of make it like little stylish things on like the outer outer lines, to kind of make it look a little bit more formal. Okay, so wings. We're gonna do some quick. Oh boy, this is gonna be hard as hell. Uh, it's been a while since I drew angel wings. Okay, I'll make another layer and then I'll fix it. Oh, oh my God! Possible snow in the next few hours. That's interesting. Give me a few. I gotta make sure I finish this real quick. I'm checking in. I'm checking in. I'm seeking guidance. Oh God, that's not like I love Charlie's like lines in that song. It's so optimistic and I love it to pieces. My reckoning, I'll never turn to violence. Oh gosh. Mm. For some reason, I keep adding little fairy wing parts, but I'm also like, no, nah. Oh god, I'm so used to doing like the whole detail angel wings because one of my characters has realistic bird angel wings. So yeah, I really gotta work on my cartoonish ones. It's a quick doodle, I know. Checking in, I'm checking in, I'm seeking guidance for my reckoning. I'll never turn to violence. I'm checking in. Okay, got this going on so far. Oh wow, I really fucked up on the hair. Oh fuck, 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 fuck. Oh wait, it was because of the ears. A lot of people seem to turn her into like lambs, like her ears into lamb ears or like sheep ears. But I'm like, mm, I wonder what she would look like with deer ears. That would be something. That would be something. I'm just doing this for the heck of it, just seeing how it would look. I think Alistair's the only one we visibly see ears from, and that's kind of weird that we see that. Hmm. Then again, no, no. Let me think of something. Fred, what am I supposed to do? Hmm. What are other innocent animals? Innocent animals. Hmm. Llama, manatee, red panda, manta ray, millipede, that's scary looking. Opossum, butterfly, Aye, that's kind of scary. Rabbit? Sheep. Okay, so obviously people want sheep. Wait. Rabbit. Rabbit. I don't think we've seen that many rabbits. It would go with the whole act of Lucifer being a circus master, but people could easily mistake him for a magician. So that would kind of work for her. Let me see if I could transfer that in. I don't know. People might mistake it for like donkey ears, so I'm probably gonna end up probably not a good concept there, but I didn't want to go with the same thing everyone else was doing. Not that that's bad. Not that that's bad. I absolutely love those designs, but I also feel like going with a different direction might be more fun. That and Charlie just kind of gives me bunny vibes. But maybe I should change it up completely. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But I'm gonna have to get going. I have to actually get some things done before the snow starts settling in. I don't know how it was that quick. I thought we were not gonna have snow until tomorrow, but things like that happen. But I might just do this more often, just doing a drawing stream to kind of get to discuss things with you guys. But it probably will be maybe every 2 weeks until I can get back into the norm of doing things. But hey, it was awesome having you guys on, and I can't wait till next time. So until then, I want to thank you guys real quick. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in another video or stream, depending on what comes first. But until then, stay safe, stay cool, and most importantly, guys, stay hydrated. This is Dazzling Kate signing the hell out of here.